It was great to come into Poly Pavilion and finally be able to put it all together. I really feel that the genesis of the turnaround for the team this last week was a team meeting that they had this last week. And it was a coach's dream because they called the meeting, the student athletes did. They decided what they needed to talk about, and they took ownership of their team. And I think any coach that's been coaching long enough understands that there's a big difference when a team takes ownership of their team by calling the team meeting, deciding what they want their team to be going forward the rest of the season, versus if I would have told our upperclassmen, you need to have a team meeting, and this is what you need to talk about, which I've done in the past, but it's not the same thing. And so they took control of it. They discussed what they wanted to discuss. They called the coaches in. They shared with us their thoughts. It actually was on the same page of exactly what we coaches had been talking about. The fact that they saw it for themselves instead of having us tell them empowered them to take control of their team and their destiny and what they wanted, what type of team they wanted to be. So I think that was the genesis of us being able to turn the corner. And with respect to the whole balance beam situation, by us mixing up the lineup, it totally took the pressure off of those first three student athletes. So it was a random setting of lineup order, with the understanding that Anna is our leader. She's our senior. You're going to lead us off on this event. And she was thrilled to do that. And Mizuki said she's never had so much fun in all her life competing last. She says, I loved it. I loved the pressure. She says, I've never had so much fun competing beam. Two highlights that stand out a lot are, one is Zamaripa's consistency. She is just rock solid, and she's like that in the gym, in the competition. There's not even a bobble, knock on wood. Her consistency is absolutely remarkable. Another highlight that I think internally is us coaches in the team would feel is a huge highlight for us was Lachelle Wong coming back on floor, because Lachelle felt horrible about falling on beam, was not happy with herself, very, very upset after that. A few of the girls took her aside and were talking to her. And Chris and I were thinking, should we pull her from floor, because she was a mess, crying the whole bit. And we both decided that we needed to give her a chance to redeem herself. So she warmed up perfectly and went out and competed her floor routine. She didn't even take a step back. She had every single tumbling pass. She just landed on 2 feet and stood up. That was a great statement about her commitment to this team and moving forward. I think she will now understand it's okay to make a mistake as long as your intent and your heart and your soul is there 100%, and that we can trust you. And I think she proved that we can trust her. We're obviously thrilled to be back in the top 3 in the ranking, legitimately. We're going to Fullerton on Friday, and after Fullerton, we've got, we head to Georgia, we come home again for our last home meet, and then it's the Pac-10 Championships, championship season. So we need to give our student athletes a rest, the ones that have been going all around every weekend. And also we need to reward those student athletes that are prepared. We've got a whole stable of other athletes that have 10-0 start values that are prepared to compete, and we need to honor them and let them get out there and experience competition. So we're going to be mixing up our lineup for sure on vault bars and floor. We may keep it the same for balance beam, just to give the beam team another opportunity in that order that we competed in yesterday. Although that's not set. If we're going to rest Anna, we may rest her totally. If we're going to rest Zamaripa, we may fully rest her. So the plan is to rest people and give other people an opportunity to compete and not worry about our rankings.